This is episode 5, Covention. So, this is the episode where we learn a lot more about the magic system and about one particular coven that becomes a much bigger deal later on.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get too deep, I have to ask, of course, Brock, things you noticed in this episode?
I did like that there was at least some thought behind the strict rigorness that Ada doesn't like, because unless you pick the one special coven, you can only do a certain type of magic. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and she is very, very much a nonconformist, which, yeah, falls in line with what we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm. And stupid joke that got me the most was sin a bun. And of course, the dumb screaming school bell.
Yes.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Misao, how'd you like seeing Lilith's first appearance for the first time again?
Oh gosh. I don't want to spoil stuff, so God, it just took me back. I'm like, oh yes, he started out like that.
So, I don't know if you got to see all of, like, every single coven in this, but we've seen already the Abomination Coven.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Plant Coven. We've got Illusions.
Construction,
yes. There's a couple others. There's the Potion Coven. There's the Oracle Coven.
There was also the Carnivorous Plant Coven that had no one there and a bite out of the flag that represents them.
Yeah. This is a great episode if you want to, like, just pause at random moments and just stare at all the stuff in the background.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Gus said there are 9 main covens. And you
Yes.
kind of saw the emblem, like, like the flag panels per se in the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
so
the quiz you can take to see which one you belong in.
Yes. And 3 main covens as of right now. You know about the Abomination Coven, was Amity's in. The one that Gus is in is called the Illusionist, right?
they're the Illusion Coven.
Yeah, the Illusion Coven, and the popular one is the Emperor's Coven.
Emperor's Coven. Yes.
You work for the Emperor.
Yep.
The Emperor.
Totally not definitely not a menacing force that is reigning over the Boiling Isles. No, not at all.
No, not at all. Nothing. I don't know why you would think that. It's not weird that all of them have to have strict rules except for the one that can have all of it, and then it's considered bad if the other people who aren't in a coven have all of it also.
Yes. And that's why Ida is pretty much the wanted person.
Yeah.
So remember the Conformatorium from the first episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically where you go if the Emperor's Coven is like, hey, you're not doing the thing, so go over there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I got that.
I like how even though there is definitely an overarching story through this, they only give you exactly the information that you need for this particular episode.
Mm-hmm. And then give you a little bit of a zinger at the end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when we said how you'll know when you meet an unlikable character?
I'm gonna guess the little douchebag in the mirror is it.
Yes.
Yep.
But what do you think of Lilith so far?
I think it's good. I had a thought, and then that thought went out after we got to see her a little bit more. Think it's good. It is a sibling rivalry that I can be a fan of. Interesting. She gave me Raven from Teen Titans vibes, and then turned into a giant ethereal bird for a second. So I was like, okay, that was pretty on the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool little addition to the cast. I like that she is the other, or I should say Luce's antagonist's mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, I also just really like the relationship that she has with Ida. How even though they're even though she's like, top brass of this elite coven,
Right.
she could still be brought down to like that petty level.
Yeah.
Yes, of cheating.
And have like that like a little sister rivalry type of deal going on between them.
Yes. Yeah, I like that quite a bit.
And Eli's bestest shocks just throw Hex mix. Runs over.
Hex mix.
Yes.
Just throw a bag of snacks and runs away.
Yes. Now she's not against cheating because Ida's going to do it, not because she would just do it herself, only because Ida was going to do it.
Because she knew the sister was stoop low to cheat too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this world is full of petty people like that.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the sweet little moment between Amity and Luce though.
Yeah. Where Amity sees Luce doing the light spell and then cancels the what's promised type of deal.
Yeah. Because she's never seen it done that way before.
Something else I should point out. Luz in Spanish means light, and I want you to keep that in mind for how she connects with other characters throughout the series, and how her being in the Boiling Isles has a positive impact on the people in her lives. And we already are beginning to see that with Amity in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, the light in other people's lives.
Yep.
Yeah, they were very they made very sure to make sure that light was the first spell that she learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Makes sense. Very thematic.
Exactly. Now, how cool was that duel between Ida and Lilith?
It was cool when they kicked the budget up on that to have them face out. They aren't exactly, like I said, pinning down a certain fighting style on either of them, so they don't have to be restricted on fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once they do kick up the budget and
you'll notice right away.
Yeah,
you'll notice.
And this happens multiple times throughout the show, and
nice.
It honestly gets better every time.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome.
This episode is fun for a lot of things, but I also like King's little side quest in this.
Stuff at a convention.
Just getting all of the free junk. Like my mom was a registered nurse, used to go to stuff like that where they had all sorts of whirly gigs and weird shit like pens and then bring them home for us kids to have.
Yeah. But you go to anime conventions and you just take the random free stuff. Like
pretty much. And then just buy things.
My favorite animal.
Yes, and then just buy things for people because you saw it and you're like, no, it's yours now. I don't care if you liked it. It's just yours now. Like, I don't think anyone has seen it. My mouse pad that I've had for years because of our old admin Crow just saw it and had to give me it.
Oh. Nice.
Because why not have a Deadpool mouse?
And the best part was I saw that, or like he gave me the box that it came in and covered it purposely, and I was like, oh, okay, I know exactly what this is. It's Yoko. And he smiled and he's like, no, you don't know what it is. I'm like, what? Of course.
So I've got a couple questions. One, out of all the covens that you've kind of seen on display, which one, and Misao, you can answer this one too, which one would you want to join?
It'd be Illusionist.
Illusionist?
Other than obviously the Emperors, because you could do everything.
Misao, what about you?
Like, we see other covens later on, so I cannot say that those covens yet. But based on the one we saw, kind of the Emperor's coven at the moment, because I can do everything. Or just be like Ida, just not pick a coven.
Out of the ones that we've seen, that's actually a tough one.
Yeah, we should have waited till like all the covens were revealed before asking this question.
You can always ask again.
I will definitely ask again, but for now, the Illusionist is a cool coven.
Oh yeah.
Now, I don't know, you have this in your notes, but at the end of the episode, you see the little person in the mirror say, "Remember what Emperor Bellows promised you."
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the promise is?
God, I honestly don't.
And you have to lock it in now.
Oh God, I honestly don't know. I would imagine it's more power because I don't know what else she would want because it's giving her sister away. Crap. Unless if she captures her that she lifts the spell, or the curse. I have honestly no idea. Because I have legitimately nothing to go on for what she wants because I've known Lilith for 2 minutes.
Only because I think like the next time we see her, I think like the answer is really what's kind of been promised to her. If I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
you get little snippets of it, and then like pretty much like plateau. So yeah, that's why it's kind of like you kind of lock in it.
God, I would imagine it's just a certain type of covenary power that no one else has. I'm going to imagine. That's what I'll go with because I have literally nothing else to go on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You locked it in, boys.
Okay.
Can't take it back.
Okay.
Couple other things before we wrap this one up. One, I love the joke in the beginning where Ida is just getting super annoyed by
King.
By King reading the book.
I will do anything to get out of this torture. And how she thinks that's what's driving away the customers.
And what's funny is this isn't even the last time. Well, okay, you're gonna see multiple references to the Good Witch Azora because that's Luz's favorite book series of all time. But
yes, it does make a lot of appearances.
Yeah, but I was gonna say this also isn't the last time that someone makes fun of the way that it's written.
Oh God. Okay. Makes sense. I'm gonna see where that's going because they're gonna say it should be written a certain way and then do things an exact certain way. I know where they're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I think that's just the best way of doing foreshadowing for certain events.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this episode where they pretty much foreshadow the witches' duel.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that the curse is getting worse, and that Lilith is fully aware of it. and how they used to go to conventions when we were girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the last thing that she says, like, "Oh yeah, wait until you hear about my parents."
Yeah.
So there's more backstory to be unveiled.
Oh, absolutely. There always is. See how screwed up the parents are? Which was my third option for what I was going to say, put the curse on her.
Interesting.
Any final thoughts before I tease the next episode?
No. I got all about what I can at least get out of it.
Yeah, as these episodes continue, you'll have a lot more meat to chew on.
Gotcha.
So the next episode is a Hootie-centric one, which is going to be fun because
Nice.
they get into some pretty fun shenanigans, but we'll get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what episode we're on.
But we will get to that one next time. Until then,
it makes a reference to a movie. That's the only hint I can say. Once we get into the episode, you will immediately know what the reference is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you see the title of the episode, you'll immediately know what the reference is.
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much the next episode. It says one movie. It says one movie reference.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you.
All right.
No
Sounds
context.
good. I'm looking forward to it.
But until next time, Misao, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on Twitter or whatever it's called at this moment at Keep11-028.
And Brock, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at everywhere at Organoid Zero, depending on what's popular at the time. Mostly on Twitch and YouTube.
And you can find me on various social media at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook, and I'm still going to call it Twitter personally.
Whatever it's called in this given moment.
At Ren Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube, on Podchaser, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. And last but not least, everything we found at renegadepopculture.com. Need escape? So do we. All right. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
See you.